Brothers, God, I feel for anybody having to wear these fucking things. Okay, it's never just one thing. When we lose someone we love through suicide, or when someone does something that's just really out of character, and like could be they've destroyed something on purpose, or they've got into a fight with somebody, it's never one thing. And I've experienced this firsthand myself the last couple of days. I felt stress building inside myself on day 5 when my son had gone away without letting me know exactly where he was. 8 days ago he went to the coast to go do some climbing, and I gave him a hug, said goodbye. He said, "I'm going over to Greymouth, Dad," and that's all. I phoned him 2 days later and said, "How are you getting on? You doing any climbing yet?" And he went, "No." I said, "You okay?" He went, "Yep." Those sort of sentences that don't give you any information, and as a parent you worry. So through the week I've had this niggling thing. I don't want to keep calling him and interrupt him and seem like a bloody Karen, but I care about him because he's my son. And yesterday I thought, fuck it, I tried to ring him. It's 6 days I hadn't heard, and I noticed he hadn't seen any of the messages on my messenger. He hadn't opened them, so that's odd. So I got his answer phone, so I went to bed last night concerned, and this morning still nothing. And I was really now starting to message his friends, "Have you heard from Ewan? Do you know where he is?" And nobody got back to me, and I could feel my tension. It's 7 days, and he wasn't in a great headspace when he left, so that also made me feel more concerned. I kept on ringing his phone all the time, and eventually he picked it up. Turns out he's down in Fiordland National Park in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, doing an adventure, having a great time with all his mates. He's healthy, he's well, he's having fun. And I'm like, why couldn't you just give me a message? You're being immature. You know that I love you, I care about you. Why didn't you let me know? And he felt so bad about it. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dad, I'm really sorry." And I understand you get caught up in life as a kid, and his birthday tomorrow, he's turning 22, and I get that. But I guess if I could go back in time and change my own life, I'm probably just as guilty of doing the same thing, thinking the world's revolving around me, and you forget that you're attached to people and they care about you. So I'd start off by saying it's never just one thing that makes somebody do something crazy, and I think I said that. And for me, it's been a great week up until 2 or 3 days ago, and things started to go wrong. And I got back on the boat. I'm working on the boat right now, and got back out there, and the leak sprung another leak again. And that seems like a small thing, but this launch I'm trying to fix up, I've got 2 pumps in there, so it can't possibly sink with 2 separate batteries and a backup. But it's like, oh shit. So 2 hours on that. Yesterday morning my accountant rings me and says, "Look, I need all this stuff that your bookkeeper hasn't done the job I need." And I spent 4 hours trying to get all the paperwork together when I knew I had to be up in that boat. So that compounded, and in the back of my mind is, I hope my son's okay. And the dog still hadn't been walked, and it was already like 9:30 in the morning, and normally they should have been walked by 5:30. So that compounded. Went out to the boat, sweated my ring piece out, couldn't get the job fixed, came back in, and then I had on top of that a message from my accountant again saying, "You actually owe this amount, so where's the money coming from for that?" Shifting all these things combining, and we all have it, and there was a lot more other stuff going on, and I could feel it compounding. And then last night when I was in bed, this fucking moth was flying around all night and kept on landing on me. I couldn't find it, and I was still awake actually that was the night before, not last night, not before 3 in the morning, so I didn't get any sleep. So these things compound, and it's never just one thing. And then I'm driving to Motueka to get some chicken feed because I'm behind with that. I got behind with a lot of my jobs because I was away 3 days, and when I'm driving, it's a 30k zone because there's roadworks, and a guy's going past at 80k per hour. The last time my window got broken, same thing. Again, smashed that there. Well, my excess on the windows is $250. So I'm down the hole, and thinking these things are compounding. I'm going along. I'm finally out of the traffic, and it's a 50k zone, and I'm doing 80k per hour because I've sped up and a speed camera gets me. So for the cost of going and getting a bit of chicken feed, $250 for the window, speed camera is probably going to be $180. So I'm down the hole, and I just thought, it's fucking nothing. It's just fucking money. Stop being a dick. Your son is okay. That was the main thing. That's what you really were worried about in the beginning. But I learned a valuable lesson. I learned that these things in life that drive people to do silly things, it's never just one thing. It's a whole lot of things compounding. And I've only told you some of the things that are compounding in my life in the last few days. It's just, we all have things we've got to deal with, and we have to deal with them. What's the solution to this problem that I'm telling? Well, I guess I'm just trying to cast light on, give you a little bit of insight into why people do things that are out of character, and why they even sometimes, God forbid, take their life. It's never just one thing. It's like somebody gets bitten by a spider when they're a child, and from then on they've got this phobia, and through their life they've always got this fear, and it causes other things to happen. And when you're tired, like I was today, you make mistakes. So the person that's got the fear of the spider bite, for instance, goes through their life, and then they get bitten by a spider, and their worst nightmare comes true, and they get an infection, and then they start to go down this rabbit hole of all the other bad things. But it's not just the spider bite that happened. There was a whole lot of things in the past, of their past life, that happened, and it's the same for me, and it's the same for you. So talking about a solution to this problem, I guess what I did this morning was, I could feel myself feeling in a dark mood. So what I did this morning, and it really helped me a lot, and that's really where this video needs to be going, I guess, is I went, okay, right now these things are all out of my control. I can't do anything. I'm weary, I'm tired, I'm worn out. I don't know if my son's okay or not, but I can't change that right now. I've written to his friends, I've called everybody, I've put out, I was going to contact the police next with his license plate. That was the next plan, and just to let them know. What I did was I went for a walk with the dogs like I do every morning, but this time I went for a longer walk. I took them further, and we did a big walk around the farm, a big walk, and I just got my body moving, and I found that my anxiety levels about being anxious about that dropped considerably. And I got back to the house, and I thought, oh, I'll try again on the phone. I've been trying every day, and suddenly he picked up the phone, and it's like, son, and he goes, hi Dad, and I said, where the hell are you? Oh, I'm in Milford Sound right now. There's no range down here, Dad. I only just got a little bit of range right now. And I'm like, thank fucking God for that. Thank God. And everything else I've been worried about sort of disappeared and didn't seem such a problem. So that would be the solution to this problem. If you find yourself where things are compounding, and just take yourself for a long walk, whether you've got dogs or not. Go for a long walk. It's very hard to suffer anxiety over something when you're exercising your body. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anybody anxious while they're running down to the bale of a pig. I don't think I've seen anybody suffering anxiety when they're carrying 2 bags of cement on their shoulders. I don't think I've seen anybody suffering anxiety when they're sprinting like fury to catch a bus. Or maybe they are anxious. Maybe that's not a good one. Maybe they're anxious, but you're letting it out. The thing is, keep moving, keep moving. That would be the lesson today. Keep moving, and it did help me. I can tell you now I've got a lot of relief, and my body's letting go, and that's a good feeling. But this is also a time you can actually get sick because you've been holding yourself up so long. So that was my bro check video today. I'm checking on myself today, and I've just shared with you something which was challenging for me, and I struggled, and I've got through, and I'm okay now. But that's what our lives are. There's no point in trying to paint it like it's something else that's good, because it's not always good. Sometimes it's just fucking hard, and we go through these things. And you will have to endure lots of little things to yourself. So if you can, try and take a little break from it. And also, another point I'll say is try to find humour in things. Our brains are negatively geared. It's a survival mechanism. when somebody knocks on your door, and I've said this before, when someone knocks on your door at 3 a.m. in the morning, knock, 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 and wakes you up, you don't go, oh, cool, that could be one of my, cook up some steaks. Oh, I've just turned the phone around, I don't know why that's happened. Better straighten that up. Don't know how I did that. But like I said, at 3 a.m. someone knocks on the door, it's not like, cool, someone's come around to make a party. It's like, who the fuck's that at this time? And you straight away go to defense mode, and that's a survival thing. And it's, as a parent, your brain straight away goes to the worst case scenario when you can't get hold of your child for 7 days. And it's really, really hard to battle that. But you have to battle it until you know what's going on. That's a mindful thing. I'm not very good at it. I wish I was better. And anybody got any good tips on that, please help me, because I don't really know how to always think positive when that case scenario pops up. So if you know of a trick, like a psychological trick, share it below for me, please, because I'd appreciate it. Right, check on yourself, go steady, and I'll get off this this vlog, because I shouldn't really be doing it while I'm driving, although I'm not holding the camera or looking at it. It's in a holder. As you can tell, it's jumping around. Catch you in the next video, guys. See you later.